Wow.
If they know the match, they'll get the reference.
Yeah. The multi-stream here, so I can see both chats. I don't know if anything's up. I haven't been on this on these settings in a minute, so I don't know what's working and what's not. We'll find out. I know Discord's working because I see you guys talking and I know they can hear us. So, hi guys, welcome to the Let's Talk CAW podcast. My name is Triple Beat.
And then here's and if they hear us, and then we're talking, and if we're talking, then they can hear us, and why am I talking so fast?
I have a smart ass sitting next to me, 1,000 miles away. But yes. Yeah. This man. What are you up to?
Obviously added to the podcast playlist, as I always do.
And look, I actually named it this time. I never name it. Like that's one thing that these guys always harp on me on.
You rarely name anything.
I know they harp on me that I don't ever name, like add what the topic is to this. So
because we're trying to be professional here, damn it.
Professional us? Never.
Yeah. Why do we ever try to do that?
I mean, I think we tried once. I don't know how well it went.
I remember the early years of the podcast where you tried to be everything's defense lawyer.
I mean, I'm still doing that to this day, but anyway. Today we are talking about 2K26 rumors, and about resetting and just resetting your Fed, and our experiences on that. Are you done? Hello, Fun Police here.
He's never done. Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. He's never done.
I know.
I am never done.
Fun Police here. Sorry. You're not allowed to have fun on the show. Anyway, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're gonna start talking about the 2K26 rumors. There's a pretty big one going out there, and if it's true, it would be amazing. But I don't expect it. I'm not expecting it.
I don't know about big in comparison to anything else, but certainly is decently big.
I'm not expecting this at all. The first rumor that I heard was that there were going to be 200 CAW slots in the new game. Hey, what's going on? But yeah, 200 CAW slots was the first rumor that I heard.
Okay, let's give reason 1 to 5 why this is bullshit.
I would personally want to say, unless if they somehow figured out how to do it, then I would say fucking bet, let's do it. But at the same time, I don't think they're gonna ever push past 100.
Yeah, because I don't know if even modern technology can deal with that much of CAWs, of over 200 CAWs plus the over 400 in-game wrestlers that they're going to have.
Well, and with how 2K optimizes,
or that's rumored to be,
with how they've quote unquote optimized their games. The same guy who leaked it has been credible. Okay, all right, but with how they've optimized their games, I'll wait until I see it. It's one of those I'm waiting until I see it.
That's how I am too. Because even people that are credible can be wrong, and those that are credible that are proven wrong those are the people that you that you know right away because they're the first ones to sit there and say, "Sorry guys, I got bad information,"
Yeah.
etc. Because that's what happens. That's what happens in the news world.
Yeah.
Not always credible information.
So they're saying that CM Punk is supposed to be the showcase star as well. That's interesting.
That I can understand. Like that, I can at least believe.
That I can see, and I can see them. I can see them doing a lot of his matches. I can see that. I can see him. I can see them even doing, the match with Cena, and even doing, and not obviously mentioning. Obviously not mentioning Vince, but obviously bringing in Del Rio because, and most people are probably wondering why would they even bring up Del Rio? Very easy. They can easily do it. He works for AAA.
Yeah, and they own AAA.
which they own.
Are they adding any TNA wrestlers to the roster? Or are they doing anything?
That's the rumor. That's been the rumor since
the rumor. Yeah,
that's been the rumor since last year that AAA guys and TNA guys will be in the game. That's been the rumor.
I know they've already scanned like
so
El Hijo del Vikingo. So we're mostly gonna get Vikingo. We're probably gonna get Mr. Iguana if the rumors are true. But versus TNA goes, I'd say probably the only one that would probably even add for sure thing would probably be Joe Hendry because Joe Hendry was the man.
Well,
got to the probably the most popular they got in the last couple years or whatever.
Right, and if they're doing a CM Punk showcase, at one point in time early on, he was in TNA as part of Raven's Flock. It would be interesting if they just did a random match from that. I doubt they don't need to, but I mean it would be funny as hell to me. Punk with the blonde hair.
It'd be kind of cool.
I mean,
get that classic Punk. But...
I mean, if Samoa Joe escaped prison and was able to get over there to the WWE and they own the footage, they technically could do Punk versus Joe in Ring of Honor.
That'd be cool. Also, welcome in.
But they currently, but they don't have that footage, and Joe's over there in prison. So,
damn.
while also having fun and doing movies with Twisted Metal.
All right.
And the other thing I've heard about is the new match types that are going to be added. That being 3 Stages of Hell,
not
a
new
dumpster match.
That's new. 3 Stages of Hell is not new. I Quit match is not new. They've been in the games before. Dumpster match is new. There's only been one dumpster match in the game, and that was when they did the dumpster match, I believe, in 2K14 for the showcase, but it technically wasn't in as a match type. It was just one that they used for WrestleMania 14 for the WrestleMania showcase.
Okay. I mean, I'm
honestly I can see it, but at the same time, these matches, I'm sitting here I want to wait and see if they're actually gonna be actually announced, or if it's just gonna be bad information that's been given to us.
Right. And
because it's not like this hasn't happened before where everyone is freaking sitting there just like, oh yeah, you know what they're gonna add? The Punjabi prison match.
Well,
which has been said for the past 10 to 11 years, and it still hasn't happened.
I'm not gonna lie, if someone keeps saying that shit, I'm gonna say, yeah. Have you actually watched the Punjabi prison match? First of all,
it's crap. First off,
it's 3 pages around a ring, all bamboo. You can't see shit.
It's worse than the current Hell in a Cell, where they put the camera on the outside of the cell so you can't see what's going on inside. I I literally like the last Hell in a Cell.
I'm sorry. I think that's Scorpion that corrected me. That was that was WWE13.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I missed the version of the game of the match.
The last
what
Hell in a
game?
Cell that I did, I literally played as the referee, so that way the cell wouldn't be in the way. So a Punjabi prison match with all
Would be
those layers,
nightmare.
it would be a nightmare to call because you're like, well, they're behind the bamboo somewhere, and I hear a punch, I think.
And do you know how thick bamboo is?
Yes.
We wouldn't see shit.
No, you just
That'd be worse. That'd be worse than that'd be like two freaking gosh dang large blue cages.
You would
like the freaking old school blue cage.
You would literally just see bamboo, and then, I mean, freaking heck.
It'd be like calling a match through a forest.
Dang. Bless you, Blaze.
It'd be like calling a match through a forest.
Yeah. No, you could literally play some forest music. You'd hear like power bombs going on in the background, random stuff happening. Hey, Gav.
Hey, Gav.
Yes. It's
hey, Gav.
Very thick. You wouldn't be able to see anything. So I mean, you could literally put. Okay. I'm not having bad ideas. You could put two characters.
Very thick. Very thick. Hey-o.
You could have two very inappropriate characters inside that match, and nobody could see anything. Sharon Anderson, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, pretty much that's all we've gotten from 2K26 so far.
So that's most of the rumors and innuendos of everything.
Pal Young in the building. That's an inside joke from the Discord. Oh man.
so far.
God bless AI and its summaries.
Yeah. So far, like I said with everything, and as we've said for multiple years, just like we said back, if you remember, back with the rumors from 2K4 back in 2K14, back in 2K25.
14.
With these 14, yeah, I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to go back in time, back to happier times.
You went 12 years in the past.
With 2K25, with 2K25's rumor, yeah, I'm getting there. With 2K25's rumors, remember the rumor where they said, "Oh, they're going to bring back the SVR series." We've dealt with all these rumors before, and nothing is confirmed until 2K confirms it.
Yep. And hey, Tiffany Sky, welcome in.
Welcome, Tiffany Sky.
Going in, Tiffany.
Yeah, nothing is true until 2K confirms it. That is very true.
We're just hearing about this.
Yeah.
We're not saying it's all fact. We just
We're just commenting on what we've heard so far. On what we've heard so far. 200. If the 200's cost lot thing were true, that would be freaking amazing. But
yes, it would.
I'm not again.
Then I could basically run a universe mode and a freaking call show on the same account if I really wanted to.
Yeah, like you could legitimately do that. Like what I was thinking of doing with 26, because I think I've said it so many times now. I'm staying in 25 for the duration of 26, and I'm getting 27. But I am, if a lot of these rumors are true, yours truly will be getting that game at some point, probably in October. But and
folks, do go back in time when both me and Samurai said, when he first said that he was skipping the game. Go back in time a little bit and notice how we also predicted, both me and Samurai predicted this. That if something were to happen, he would go back on his word and get the game that he said he wouldn't get.
I would get it for
do you mean just like any other call creator ever at this point?
Money. I would get it for free or almost a very small amount of money, and then I'm going to take my time and not create anything and actually enjoy the game and download like actual real wrestlers to do a universe mode out of.
Samurai, let me correct you. Almost every call creator except for me, I've kept my word. I've kept my word every single damn time.
Yeah. Hey, Prime Time, what's going on?
And that's not a brag. That's the truth. I do my best to keep my word.
Well, Blaze, not just that, but it's also
I
time.
stayed in I stayed in 19 for freaking gosh dang 6 years.
Yep. Well, Blaze, it's not. It's not just that. I'm sorry. Same thing. It is time to move on to the next generation, but also with CC the way they did it this year. Oh my God, it was a freaking mess. Like it's been a mess for a minute now. So having one CC
It was the worst.
instead
It was
of
the worst mess back in 2K15.
I know, but I mean having the freaking PS4 version and PS5 version being separate instead of just doing what they did in 24. Ugh. Anyway,
It was dumb because then it's like, well, shit, we can't really do much, can we?
and then whatever one that you went on, you were stuck with, and it was a
Yeah,
mess.
and like we said here on this very podcast, the reason that they did it is more than what we predicted is more than likely what the reason was to
Yeah,
keep
but
everything away from the PC version because the mods would have screwed up the consoles.
they technically were still able to get in via other methods. But anyway, um,
Yeah, through backdoor methods that they failed to patch up.
yep. Which I'm actually kind of in a way thankful for a little bit. But anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and because we just talked about all the rumors for 26. So we're going to go into our main topic today, which is resetting or restructuring your Fed. I've done it a few times over the years. I just recently did it.
Oh
Um,
my.
I went from having 3 brands to having one. Um,
Samurai knows a lot about it.
yep.
Yeah,
This is
considering
a
I'm still kind of in the process of doing my reset,
mm-hmm.
and I've done it twice.
I'm finishing mine up right now. I mean, at the end of the Champions Cup, we will be one. There will be one united roster, and it technically already is one united
That's
roster,
not a.
but it'll be official.
You could technically call it a reset, but not in my mind. Is a reset is restarting your champions, a complete roster reset because of something outside of your power, like let's say someone retired, like you retired for a bit and have come back and instead of having your roster the same way it was before, updating everything and just crowning new champions. A complete show reset.
Restarting your continuity essentially from
Yes,
ground zero.
and that's happened, and that happens for multiple reasons in multiple ways.
I don't like
Or
resets like that.
yeah,
Though. They can be the other way around too. You could still be doing stuff, not get rid of your continuity and just reset the way that you're doing things. I've done that
Yeah.
a few times. I went from having Octane and Glow to having just Octane by itself to adding MXT onto the roster, then getting rid of MXT and only doing Octane again, then adding Galaxy Pro. I went up to 3 brands and then, yeah.
Because you never learn your lesson.
Yeah. I know, I'm always going to make that same. I always get to a point. So this is what happens with me. I get to a point where I feel I can do more, and instead of just doing more episodes, my dumbass goes, "Well, why don't I add another brand? What if I do it like this?" I wanted to have one brand that was. I wanted to have 2 brands, have them be completely different and ran completely different than each other, and then what I ended up doing was I made 3 and I ran them all the same. And then, of course, it burnt me out. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go back down to 1 and just run it the way that I want to run it, which is edited. And doing edits...
But then every time we say that to you, you do it anyway, and then you learn the hard way. You are certainly a mouse on a hamster wheel.
Well, you don't ever give me the chance to learn, which is the problem. If you actually gave me a chance to learn and actually, watch, this time I am actually learning my freaking lesson.
How many damn times do you have to fall on your face?
A lot.
Apparently all the time.
All the time. Anyway, life is getting busier for me. I don't have as much time as I would like to do all the things that I want to do. So I'm just going to focus on one thing and try to do it as the best I can, and that is Octane Live, having the main Octane roster and running the show that way. And if I'm going to do a different type of show, it's just going to be a different event, essentially, and try to keep everyone on the same roster and run it that way. It's going to be tough because there's a lot of people, but I have 2 world championships for the men and 2 for the women on purpose.
But yes, back to the topic of hand of resets. They can happen in multiple different ways, multiple different reasons for doing so.
Different levels of resets. So
yeah, different levels of resets. So the conversation will be about how to go about doing a reset in the different levels of the resets, and how much headache and how much stuff you have to do behind the scenes to get everything back up and running.
Okay.
And we can go with the probably the simplest form of a reset. A fallout with somebody, or someone retiring, or being forced to leave, or what have you. Those are a simple reset of just one championship. Simple to just do. Make up some damn excuse, and you're off and running. Depends on if you want to add a tournament in there,
or let's say a tournament or 8.
Yeah.
I had to make the joke, bro. I had to make the joke.
Tournament, belts. Gotta have more belts.
Nuclear winter.
Yeah, you could. That's a different type of stupid, which adds into one of the other ones. When a lot of your roster is one person's CAW.
You mean when you have a lot of one person's characters in general, I believe. Tournament mania. That's essentially what Nuclear Winter was.
When you have cause of one particular person, and they're not in your close niche group of people that you would trust with your life, not a smart idea. Not really the wisest idea. And I learned that. So I believe that was around this time, if I'm getting my
Thank you, boys.
if I'm getting the history down packed and remembering everything right. It's been a long time since 2018.
That should be better.
So
there we go. Keep going. I'm sorry, Odds. Blaze was telling me to raise my mic, so we're going back to 2017, 2018. Continue.
So at 20, but it's been a while since 2018. So I decided to do a whole company reset and do Nuclear Winter. and actually crown champions instead of not having any at all before that.
Join me in commentary, please. I'm sorry.
Because I had to do
That was a
fun watch.
because I didn't have any championships before then, and I wanted to reset and obviously reset everything because someone decided to be, we're not going to get into it. So my ass came up with Nuclear Winter, a CPV where I'd have tournaments for every single belt. Now, duly note, the global title wasn't around yet. The tag titles weren't around yet. So it'd be for the world title, the women's intercontinental title, the United States title, and the women's world title. 8 tournaments.
8 tournaments.
8 men, 4 tournaments in one show.
It was a 8-hour show, and his matches, his sliders at the time, if you want to say, per se, the way his game was set up was for long matches. So literally every match.
They were default.
Oh, they were default. Oh shit.
They were default sliders.
But you did nat stats, so the way your characters were set up, they would give you long matches.
Yep.
I know what you do with finishers. Everybody has a 50 on the finisher, so it takes longer. And I'm talking about momentum, by the way, not finisher strength. But momentum for finishers was set at 50, I believe. That's how you have it set up. So it takes them time. Unless 18 didn't. I don't think 18 had that issue, though.
18 didn't have that.
That's right. 18 didn't.
I'll be honest, I never messed with sliders up until like 2K22. That's about it.
So back then with this show. Also, as everyone knows, the classic history of I had a bad voice during that entire damn show.
He was getting ready to come down with double pneumonia, folks, while he was doing this show.
No, I wasn't. That's way before that.
That was before it. Sorry.
That was way before that. I just had a bad voice.
He had a cold that day, and he was losing his voice.
I had a bad voice. My voice was shot.
And then you're watching the show and you hear, "Bros, I really need you on commentary, bros." This is before I was around, by the way. So yes. I'm watching this laughing my ass off.
This is long before I even showed up.
Talking to.
Yep, and that's I'm begging. Now, duly note, this is before I had someone like Beetle around to sit there and say, just do one tournament one day and do like one tournament a day, dumbass.
Make this a 4-day event and do a tournament a day. That way you get 4 streams out of it. But you didn't know me enough. You wouldn't know me enough by then. So
you would have thought.
Even still, you would have done it, and then I would have been like, this dumbass.
I do remember the I don't know if he got to the point yet where he finally came in and just said, "Brody, never do that again."
I haven't gotten to the point where he said that, but I did get to the point where the other one showed up. So, because the other one showed up first.
Rick? Yeah, Rick showed
up first, and then I think Monk shows up later.
And then Monk comes up later. Yep. Monk comes in like a couple minutes later.
Rick shows up first. He's like, "Yo, I'm finally here. Blah 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 blah. Let's talk about this tournament." You're like, I can hear the relief in your voice too, because someone finally showed up on comms with you. So you get this like you hear this sigh of relief from odds when Rick shows up. I haven't gotten to the point where Monk showed up yet, so.
But yeah,
I'm getting close though.
But yeah,
and by the way, I watched this one tournament at a time. So I'd watch a tournament, save where I was, and be like, all right, I'm going to continue later. Get through the next tournament, save it, move on. Get through the next tournament, save it. Actually, the third tournament I watched in two sets. So I watched the entire first round one night, then I watched the second and finals on the other night, And then I started watching the 4th tournament, and then that's right when Rick showed up, and then I had to leave, and I haven't gone back and finished. So, yeah. I've been watching this one stream, by the way. One stream! Because I wanted to see it, and I was curious. I watched it over an entire week. In like 1 hour sessions.
To make a long story short, too late. Never do that.
Never do that ever.
Never do that ever. Split up the tournaments if you're going to do tournaments for belts.
Yeah. Do a tournament and then have some like random matches happen in between the rounds and make it a 3-hour show. And then do your next tournament and have some of those random things that happened play into whatever that tournament is. And do the same thing and do that 4 times. You know, that's if you're doing it edited though. If you're doing it live, yeah, just do 4 tournaments on 4 different days.
But and back then I was doing it live, by the way, for anyone wondering.
Bless you, Blaze. Start a new EFED, ATW All Tournament Wrestling.
Oh you. No!
Nothing but tourneys.
Tony Khan's wet dream.
That would get old so fast, but at the same time, it would be fun for that first, 5 weeks.
You could do all sorts of tournaments, too. You could do First Blood tournaments, Steel Cage tournaments.
Another style
hey,
of...
Brandon Bones, welcome in.
Welcome in. Another style of reset, when it comes to resetting for feds, is if a lot of your roster is gone and you have to reset it just reset it like that. It's like, okay, I have to find everybody new. I might as well just, if I have to find everybody new, I might as well just reset it.
That happened to me in 20. I had, my roster in 19. My roster in 19 was pretty much an all 5-star roster. And by 5-star, I'm talking about Team 5-star or CCM or whatever the hell we call it, But my roster was pretty much all theirs. I had a bunch of Trav's CAWs, I had a bunch of Max CAWs, I had a bunch of Kimura's CAWs, I had a bunch of Monk's CAWs, and I had a bunch of your CAWs. And that was pretty much my roster. My roster was CPW, SPW, FNL, SCW, and Rebellion, or HOH. That was essentially my roster. And then I had my own characters in it too. And then I think I had Jade Benton. Kyle, I believe you were in the 21 round, which is the after 2K20 fiasco. So when I
think so, yeah.
Yeah, you came in after 2K20. So essentially what happened was when I went to 20, the game kept crashing and crashing and crashing and crashing and crashing, and Odds and Monk know this.
The most hilarious crawling back to 19 I've ever seen.
Well, hang on.
I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore.
There yet. You're ahead of me in the story. That did happen, and there's a reason that happened. I completely reset my game, literally from ground zero. Deleted everything, started over, went through, played through the story mode all over again, did all the unlocks all over again, and then started creating. And I created my entire roster from the ground up. 50 characters. In 2K20, I still have them. My reset roster, I still have it. That was the birth of Jesus de Violencia. Actually, that's where he came from. Was that game? That's where that commercial comes from. It's 2K20. His commercial is literally filmed in 2K20. Anyway, beside the point. I go through all that, and the game keeps crashing. No matter what I do, the game keeps crashing. And I went through and I reset everything, started over. Could not get that game to work. So finally in 2021, I'm tired of all the crashes. I'm exhausted. I switched back over to 19 again. So I called 19 again 21.
Crawling back.
I wasn't crawling. I went back. Anyway,
Crawling back.
I didn't go crawling.
I was in the party. Remember where it was
Oh
like, I can't
yeah.
take it
Well,
anymore.
to
I
be
can't take
to
it
be
anymore.
fair, I felt like I was giving up. I did. I really did feel like I was giving up because I did all that work to set it all up. Right. I did all that work.
And what was my response?
Should have never left in the first place or something like that. But
Thank you.
I don't regret any of it. I had fun doing it. It gave us that bump in the night stream. we got the career mode streams out of it. I got hilarity out of that. Like I got a lot of fun out of 20 as well. So I can't be mad at 20. I still kind of I don't tell anybody. Well, I still go back every once in a while and watch a few matches. Why? I have no clue, but I still go back to 20 every once in a while just to watch matches. But
because you're torturous.
Because I love those the DLC arenas and the story unlock arenas. They have an arena where there's legitimately snow falling from the sky. It's like the Winterfest arena. There's legitimately snow falling in an arena. So like, how can you not go back every once in a while? And the story, as stupid as it was, I find comical now.
It's crap.
It is total crap, but it is hilarious garbage. That's what I consider it. The Hell Arena in 20 was pretty dang crazy. That and then the Pool Arena, like they had a lot of really cool stuff. The Southpaw DLC was a lot of fun. But anyway,
but you were going completely off topic.
I know. I'm trying to get back on topic now. So from there, I go back to 19. When I go back to 19, some of the people who I had on the roster aren't around anymore. I wanted to try and keep continuity with what I had just reset, which was all my own characters. So I brought in Kyle. That was Kyle's introduction to the Fed. We had started working with Kyle at that point.
I think we know Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do know Kyle.
We did get Kyle. But yeah. No, that was the introduction of like the Kyle.
You know, Kyle, that's son of a bitch.
Shut up, bots. That was the introduction of the Kyle Young character. I got some new characters from Benton. Also, the Blonde Glam Squad had made their debut. I had made the birds in 20 and wanted to remake them in 19, so I remade the legendary birds in 19. 21 quotation marks, aka 2K19. And they made their debut that year in that game.
Back on topic. Da, 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 da.
No, that was the reset for that game, and then in 22, it was another reset all over again. So I've reset probably every game. Whenever I jump into a new game, the roster always seems to reset somehow, in some different way. 22 was the first time there was a BMH superstar on the show, Chet Dietrich.
Well, anyway.
23 was a fun one. Anyways, yeah.
But anyway, certain other types of resets, and probably one of the main ones is your show hasn't been around for a long time. Looking at someone here in this chat.
Who we're going to give.
Or it's saying someone is probably with a finger up to the screen.
Yeah, we're actually going to give you the mic on this one.
And or someone retires and wants to come back.
Or just whatever the reason is.
Yeah, whatever the reason is, and your audience has obviously been gone, and to bring in a new audience, you decide to do what some comics do, and that's start over with a issue number 1. You reset your show. How do you go about it? And that is a big topic. Mostly for me, it starts with talking with people that you want to have on your show. cementing how many CAWs on your show you want to be somebody else's cause compared to yours. I do it the way I do it because to make sure that if someone ever does drop off the show, I'm not giving them championships. There's already stable divisions. So when somebody doesn't work out, they haven't instantly gotten a championship. So when they leave, the roster hasn't been damaged, or even if they did have a championship, they can be easily written off. And there's enough of the division that no one's going to care that person was gone anyway. Hell, they might as well immediately forget that person completely ever existed.
Yep.
Just take it, please.
Yeah. I was like, I have the mic now, please.
Yes.
Kyle, you
But seems a lot about this.
It's all yours.
I was waiting for you to stop talking there, odds.
Ladies and gentlemen, our expert
Or-
on this topic, Kyle Young.
As far as mine goes, I've gone through this show's reset a few times already. It varied in levels depending on what was going on at the time. For example, one person got canceled on Twitter, had to vacate his belt and rebrand it, and then crown a new champion. I wanted to try to take a company a whole different direction. I basically killed off the original company and brought SCD into existence, even though the actual plan didn't go as I wanted it to, because I was convinced to basically blow off the whole story in a whole day. Or more recently with SCD, the fact that, like Odds had mentioned, my show's been up the air for quite a bit, or was inconsistent with actually, putting stuff out there. To put it like this, yeah, with SCD, I was also realizing, a lot of my roster is either inactive talent or someone who's probably gonna be quitting or what have you. Just basically just cutting out the inactive people, getting people I want in, and just trying to plan for the future after that. So I usually just have my roster on the people I trust, which is these two gentlemen in the party with me right now. Rage, Aaron, Chaz, Jane, Mr. Bobman 2010. There's there's more, but I'm not gonna list every single person out right now. Let's put it this way: if I trust you more, you're probably gonna get more calls on the show, because honestly, I trust you more to actually do cut promos and whatnot.
This man.
What?
Not you. You're good. It's the one that's laughing behind you.
Oh, that guy over there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Brandon, to answer your question real quick, I actually do edited shows, so if Universe ever strips an existing champion of a title, I just usually edit it out. And give them the belt back. We're not stripping you of the title. Don't worry. Although I have missed that and actually done a match where they walked out without the belt and they went, "Hey, where's my belt?" And I went, "Oh shit." Live on stream. Beat a bunch. That's where that came from, actually. Was a moment like that. Anyway, sorry, back on topic.
Yes.
Squirrel.
Yes, there.
Let's say, Blaze, I trust you, but I keep trying to ask if you want to freaking have a call on the show, but you say I like to ask permission from people before I grab their calls.
So when is
Blaze, how would that work? Everything you're doing is 21 is in 2101. What? How could your call travel through time?
So Kyle, when are you starting this FKW show.
Never. FKW has never
What
happened.
is-
Your second
When is Beetle gonna start the COW fed?
Shut up. Nobody asked you, Odds. Moving on.
I knew that would be the case. Anyway, so
Turn all the auto universe stuff off. Yeah.
but behind the scenes, there is a lot of stuff to do. Obviously, as Samurai knows all too well, in restarting a Fed. A lot of behind the scenes work.
Yeah. A lot of behind the scenes work, especially when you're trying to be like me and being an idiot and trying to run between two different video games. Because I don't want to leave anybody behind.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's also not just grabbing the cause, but also if you've been gone a while and you don't have people made on time machine. Let's take it. If you don't have people made on the show, you obviously have to make them, and that takes time too.
Away from keyboard fed wrestling.
And then another thing that takes time, which most people don't realize, is booking your shows, coming up with storylines, coming up with new things to do.
Let me put it this way: if
How to reintroduce everything. Yeah, good.
I'll say I am still currently in the process of also booking like the show going forward. I already have some like plans already plotted out for the first pay-per-view back, which will be fully loaded. But at the same time, after that, it's basically whatever happens at this point, it happens.
Yeah.
At some point, I sit down to basically like script everything out or what have you. I will say at some point I do need to make a call that's going to be important to the story coming forward. Thank you, Beetle, for giving me the idea.
You're welcome.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, I think. Or if you don't, I will message you real quick because I don't want to give spoilers on the podcast.
And nor would we want you to give spoilers.
Trying to remember, so you might need to DM me that because my memory is not the best.
I know. I'm just busting your balls.
Oh, I know.
I'm just busting your balls. I know the reason. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, I know.
Need AFKW fed away from keyboard wrestling. Yes.
Away from keyboard wrestling. I mean, that happens a lot too. We'll go live and then just let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that is the idea. I remember you gave me their beat, so.
Switching over to C.
And also, when it comes to restarting and resetting a Fed, it also comes down to who do you want to bring back from your cause as well. What cause do you think have run their course from the last time, and who do you think in that modern era would get over, and who needs to be left behind because they wouldn't get as over as some people would think in a modern setting.
Yep.
I will say there is one call that I know, at least I know Beetle knows very well for this new era. Considering I had to make him for him. This is the one I will say, freaking Pancake Joe, the call that is the most over creation of Mr. Mobman 2010 of all time.
That was a fun one. I was like, I need a fun character who can come in be a big baby face. Doesn't
My
have
favorite
to.
part is my favorite part was the pancake jokes.
Yeah, the fact that you kept making the jokes on commentary.
Yes, and in all the responses, all Kyle's responses were just, "You're not eating pancake Joe."
I mean,
Not with not without the right kind of syrup. I'm not.
I needed some more bright and colorful characters, and I was thinking like, who it is a bright, colorful, big, lovable baby face that I could have on the show, and, and he's the name that came to my mind. I mean, I've had Mob in the Discord for a minute now, and I was like,
Oh yeah,
I kind of want to like get one of his
oh yeah,
calls on the
Blaze.
show.
I completely agree. Bookie is one of my favorites as well. But it does take a long time to come up with different angles and storylines.
And
Yeah.
for me, part of, I know we're talking about like resetting and restructuring and that kind of stuff. Part of the restructuring that I went through was I went from doing a show every week to doing a show every 2 weeks to doing maybe one or two shows a month.
That's another type of restructuring,
and
is when you no longer have a lot of allotted time.
yeah, and that's mainly why I went down. That's one of the big reasons behind the switch to only having one brand was I'm running out of time. So now it's trying to figure out how to get as
In
many
his schedule, not in life.
right, how to get as many characters onto the show, and then like how to get everyone on the show in the right way so that way when you have your match, I want it to be memorable. So that's the hard part right there for me right now is figuring how to book that. So that's what I've been like struggling with in my off time. Is like, how am I going to book all this stuff? So I have all these ideas that I want to do. I just have to make sure that I fit it into my own timeline. Anyway, did I go off topic there?
No,
No.
Not really.
Yeah.
no, you were on topic.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to like fit things into the right timeline because I'm going from I was doing 4 shows a month where I was getting pretty much everybody in at least one match a month to now 2 to 3 shows a month. So I think that's where like those groups come in handy, where it's like when you have a group of people, you can use them and have the group be at ringside. They don't necessarily have to fight. So you may only fight like 4 or 5 times in a year, but you're being used still throughout. You're still getting promos, you're still getting stories. Like that's what I'm going to try and do for this next season, this upcoming season. The way that I'm restructuring. Pancake Joe? Oh yeah, the big guy with the big guy in the pancake attire.
Pancake Joe.
Basically, Mr. Pancake Head, the pancake shirt. I had to craft him on 2K25 since Mob doesn't have the game, and because 2K25 decided to say, yeah, by the way, since you started on 2K20 on the PS4 side of things, you're stuck there now.
That was a fun experience trying to get him in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically, it was just me having to. I had to copy and paste certain things around just so you could get him.
Yep.
Because freaking 2K decided, yeah, we're gonna lock Big E behind showcase mode.
That was fun too. I had to replay that match like 3 times just to unlock what I needed. I was sitting at home going, why am I not? What the hell? Odds, do you want to guess why I was struggling with that match? Odds?
Because someone didn't want to lose.
No. There's another reason. You should know this. You should know something. This is a how do I put it? This is a throwback almost, or a
What match would that be?
Easter egg. It's an Easter egg to a certain career mode that we did together, where you were breezing through it and I was not breezing through it.
Oh yeah.
I had the game on Legend, and I went, "Why am I getting my ass kicked right now? I don't understand. I can't even land. I wasn't landing any hits. I was getting my ass beat. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?" I went to my game settings and went, "Oh, it's on Legend."
And Odds was laughing his ass off.
What did he say? Now I show up even if you think about me. I will reset everyone's universe. Meh. I'm the king of CAW. Oh, hi Rex.
Rex, get out of here. No one asked for you.
When was he ever asked for to begin with?
Gosh dang it. I'm not allowing that to happen. I'm ignoring that comment, Gaff.
Joe Mama. God dang it. Joe Mama. Listen up, Joe.
Goddamn. Oh, no wonder he likes you so much, Rex.
Oh no. I would say freaking mob's gonna find that and go, who the heck are these sticky bandits?
Nope.
And how can I get those bandits on the show?
Joe is supposed to be a big baby face. I don't think he'll fit very well with the bandits. Joe and the bandits. No.
No, we're not doing this.
No.
No,
We ain't
we're
putting
not doing
we ain't
this.
putting the innocent Pancake Joe Bean with the freaking renegades.
Oh, he's not innocent.
Pancake Joe is definitely innocent.
He's a pancake. He's been in sticky situations all the time.
Hate you.
Sticky situations. Oh man.
La dee 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 doo.
Yay.
All right.
Anyways,
So before we wrap up, I'm just grabbing a handful of things here. We have a couple, we were going to do 2 raids today. If you are watching on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch right now, Rage.
Beetle just repeated himself.
Shut up. Right now, Rage is live with some Starlight Wrestling. So I'm gonna,
Starlight Invasion Perth.
Yep. So I'm gonna post that here for everyone. This is his
Hey,
Twitch link.
he's in Perth for what it's worth.
So he is live on Twitch right now. And then
Beetle's just going to ignore that one.
shut up. Monk.
Also, Blaze, thank you for that fucking snipe.
Monk will be live any minute now on YouTube. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the link to his channel. The
At some point in history, maybe.
Count something classic.
The Conta Cracker, the old Conta Cracker.
We can't say the other word, so the Conta Cracker Classic will be live. So there is the link to his channel as well. So you guys can go check out both of them today, as they will be live.
The best thing going for all us crackers.
Gosh dang it, this man. They'll both be live, and then I will be live later tonight with Pure Octane. So I'm going live around 6 p.m. tonight, my time. So in about 6 hours, I'll be live. A little under 6 hours now. I will be live on YouTube, Twitch. Well, probably YouTube and Twitch. Kick decided to disable itself again, so if I fix it, I'll be live on all 3. If not, I'll be live on YouTube and Twitch. Anyway, it's been fun, guys. I would like to thank you all for tuning in today. Go check out Adam Rage. Go check out Adam Rage on Twitch, and go check out Monk on YouTube.
And give a Blaze raid and a Beetle Blaze and everyone else raid. A podcast raid. Let's do a podcast raid.
Yes, let's do a podcast
and
raid.
just a podcast raid and do the hashtag Boo Rage.
Don't do the hashtag Boo Rage.
Just do hashtag podcast raid, I guess.
There you go. Hashtag podcast raid.
Hashtag Boo Rage.
You can do that if you like. But the rest of us will not.
Hashtag podcast raid. Podcast raid. Oh, no. Raid.
Hashtag podcast raid. The old podcast raid.
Told me to boo rage. There we go.
Let's Talk CAW Shop podcast raid.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. There's a really long one. Let's Talk CAW Shop podcast raid. So if you want to check out Starlight on Twitch, go ahead and check out Starlight on Twitch. Rage is live right now. Monk should be live any minute. Woo! 16th month sub anniversary. I'll share that. Yay! Podcast raid. Podcast raid. Let's talk podcast. Here, Rage here. All right, I'd like to thank you all for watching, gentlemen. Or is it safe to say that the shop is closed?
Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the podcast is the shop is officially closed.
We need to restock on information. We'll be back next, I guess, couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks, probably with more 2K26 rumors.
Yep, and I will be
and
back on
Windows.
And I will be back on tonight at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern. The shop
9
is
p.m.
closed, folks. We'll
9 p.m. for Pacific.
6 Pacific.
Now get out of here. You're starting to worry us.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.